I'm here with Mark Hillary, who's a blogger, writer and entrepreneur, and recently hosted the Ealing Tweetup here in West London, bringing people together who are social media active participants in a face-to-face environment where they exchange and share ideas. And my question for you, Mark, is whether social media enables people to come together so that they can respond to things happening in their community. The biggest one I can think of is the spending review and the government telling us big things about big society, but we're still feeling a little bit disconnected. And I just want to get your thoughts and from your experience on how people get together and come together, whether the real change is going to come from people getting together in events like yours, where they're connecting online and offline, and that, if that makes them feel part of something.
Yeah, okay. Well, I suppose just going back briefly to how it started is probably a good thing. In May of last year, I just realised that a lot of the people I was interacting with online were from around West London, so they were probably neighbours of mine, or you know, within a couple of miles. And so I just put out a message on Twitter and said, look, anybody in this area, around Ealing and Chiswick, this sort of local area, just get together in the pub. So I named a place, a time, and said come, and then that was it. And about 20 people showed up, and there was there was photographers, school teachers, nurses. You know, it was really a diverse mix of people, just connected by the fact they're living in that area. And that's just sort of grown. We've done that every sort of couple of months, but now it's sort of grown to the point at which there's corporate sponsorship. The bar is free. We have live music. We had Ronan McManus come and sing at the last one, and so you know, it's become a big local event. And I suppose that there is a sort of thread running through it, because what we've noticed is that the people that are coming, they are sort of quite socially engaged, but they're not necessarily engaged in local groups. So they're not actually going and attending the local council or local associations or residents groups. In fact, I have a local residents association that I don't attend, and yet I organise these sort of local community events. But I think that people find that because the online world blends together with what they're doing in their day-to-day life anyway, you can mix and match. You can mix between your community stuff and your work and whatever else you're doing, talking to your friends, and that really it just makes it very, very much more seamless.
And I guess it's almost the extension of this whole sort of village square feeling, because a conversation started online before we even had the event on Tuesday, with people sharing the thoughts about going to it, the people they're going to meet, ideas I wanted to share. I mean, my invite was via someone who recommended there be people there that I could connect to on some of my ideas. And so I guess my thoughts are, do you think this is now the platform where people do get together and possibly start collaborating in groups or tribes to make a difference in their community?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's an old stereotype that, you know, the people who interact online are sort of sitting alone in their bedroom and not engaging with people. In fact, I think my experience is that the people that engage online a lot are actually much more social offline as well. And all we've done here is really tried to just channel that, so to get people from a geographic area that talk online, actually to get them together sort of every 1 or 2 months and just to do something. I mean, the last event was themed around how can all these people help local artists. So, you know, that was just the theme that time. We may well choose another theme next time that focuses more on the local community, because one of the things we do find is that a lot of the local politicians and elected leaders show up at these tweet-ups.
Sure.
So the leader of the council came, you know, several councillors came. I had MPs sending me messages apologising for not coming,
sure.
but they'd at least acknowledged that it was taking place. So you know, you're seeing that kind of crossover between the elected leaders suddenly finding that these community groups that are a mixture of online and offline are actually becoming very, very important.
The new horizon of activism, maybe, that's not politically led, so yeah.
Yeah, there's no political agenda here other than the community. Like, get the community together, and what can a community do together?
Super. Thank you so much, Mark, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Okay.